SAMIRYE. Sammy Rye here with that live stream with Sammy Rye, and we're showing off the new exclusive Iron Man skin, which I realize isn't 100% exclusive since you can technically buy in the item shop. However, I got it from reading Marvel Unlimited. You read 5 issues of Marvel Unlimited, you get the Iron Man skin and a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to show you guys everything that I got here. It's awesome. But more importantly, I think that was like important 3 days ago. But this Fortnite season is so packed, there's already things that are more important than that. The Rocket League car has invaded Fortnite. What does that mean? This is the first time, I think, in video game history where you've taken something really good from another video game and put it into a other video game. That would be like, let's say if you had, 2K basketball, and when your character wanted to play football, it played exactly like Madden, where the exact mechanics, the actual video game mechanics were merged. And this is all in Unreal, the Unreal Engine. So this is the first time I think we've seen this. Epic Games, who make the Unreal Engine, they made Fortnite, they purchased Rocket League. And at first I remember thinking, I wonder if, your Rocket League somehow you'll be able to see your driver and they're going to put Fortnite skins in Rocket League. No, that's me thinking small time, right? These guys are light years ahead of me. What they did, while adding the Battle Pass system to Rocket League so you can unlock cosmetics and stuff like that in Rocket League, they went and took the car and the ball you play with in Rocket League and put it into Fortnite. And I'm going to show you what that means. So, we'll just hop back. I'm going to give you a little peek at the stuff I got from the Marvel thing. So, from the Marvel crossover, if you subscribe to Marvel Unlimited now, I believe till October 27th, end of October, if you subscribe and you pay past the 7-day free trial, you have to read the 5 issues of Marvel X Fortnite. It's basically a Marvel Fortnite crossover. It's a good story, really cool. A lot of old Marvel characters, a lot of Fortnite characters. If you don't know Fortnite characters, this is a great way for you to get to see the story behind Fortnite, which isn't always told really well through the actual game of Fortnite. There's like cutscenes and things are implied, but you can learn a lot about Fortnite characters through this crossover event. Read the 5 comics, make sure your account is linked. They have a whole, guide on how to do it. But once you're done, about 2 days, 3 days later, you'll get an email with your redemption code to get all your Marvel Zero Point Comics items for free. So for about the price of Marvel Unlimited for a month, which I think is like $8, maybe $15, I don't really know right now off the top of my head, but that got me 2 skins and a bunch of other items. Let's go take a look at all the stuff we got here. So we got, obviously, Iron Man 0, which at a time, if you did this when the event first started, the only way to get him was through that event. They have sold Spider-Man, and they are now currently selling Iron Man. So if you missed out on Iron Man, or you don't want to do the comic book thing, you can come in here and buy him, but he's more expensive in the game. You can get him exclusively through the app. You get all the Marvel Limited comics for a month. It's a great value. I started reading Ironheart from, I think, 2018. There's a bunch of cool comics in there that you can read. Secret Invasion is another one I want to read in there. I don't read comics anymore, but this actually kind of got me back into reading comics. So I'm finding times on my phone where I can read comics. That's already a good value. But then if you read these 5 comics, you can even skip through them if you want to. I heard some people did that. It's kind of a waste, though. You should definitely check them out if you have the time. 2 or 3 days later, you'll get the email with the items in here. But this is the Iron Man 0 Point bundle that you also could buy. I obviously have it here. I think it says free. I don't know why I would purchase and hold. I have all those items. I even have that loading screen, so that looks like it's kind of a glitch. Maybe I don't have the loading screen. Let's purchase and hold and see what happens. I guess it's the loading screen it'll say I didn't have. That's cool. Maybe they added that to the bundle or something like that, but I got it for free, so whatever, right? That's there. Now, Spider-Man isn't currently up here for sale, so if you want to get Spider-Man, you can't buy him right now. The only way you could get him is through that exclusive offer that I'm talking to you guys about. But let's go to the locker, and I'll show you how all the characters look. So that's the Iron Man right there. He comes in multiple styles. So if you don't know, it's not a spoiler, but in Fortnite, there's these characters, I believe, called the 7, right? And they protect what's called the 0 Point. It's a piece of energy that basically helps create all the realities that ever existed. In the Fortnite story, their idea is that our reality, Marvel, DC, any reality that ever existed, all spawned from this thing called the 0 Point. That's why all these characters from everyone else can come into their game. That's the story there, right? So, Iron Man and some of the Marvel characters were in Fortnite about a year or 2 ago. And I guess this is the second time that they're in Fortnite. But this version of the outfit you see here this is the theme of the colors that happen, the 7 wear, right? So I'll go and show you some of those guys, for example. So you gotta see, why is there a blue and red version of the outfit? This armor, this mech was made by somebody in the 7. That you can use during, or that you would have used at an endgame event that's already passed. But The Rock was in the game. He plays a character in the 7 called the Foundation. So you can see this is his outfit, right? You have the visor on, visor off, and this is the color scheme that he has. So yeah, that's the main color scheme. And there's like 7 characters that are like that. They might have different visors on their face. Let me see who else from the 7 I have. I don't think I have all of them, but I do have a few of them, I believe. Take a quick look through here. Let's also check on the health of the stream and share the link and make sure everything's going good on our technical side before I get too carried away, because I hate to see the stream is not working sometimes as we, figure out this whole YouTube thing. Let's go in here. That's an old stream. That was when I did Assassin's Creed Valhalla last week. You guys didn't check that out. We stream every week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. That's an old stream. That was when I did Assassin's Creed Valhalla last. There you go. Stream looking good, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share this link to everybody actually out there who might not know that we're live, just so we get some people up in here to chill with us, right, and hang out with us. Please give me one moment. One day I'll be rich and famous and I'll have someone that could do it for me. But right now, when you're starting out, you got to share your own streams, right? So just give me 1 second, please, as I go ahead and drop this link in the Discord. If you're not in our Discord, you're missing out. We're having a lot of fun over there. That's samirye.com, SAMIRYE.com. We have the stream and everything we talk about in our Discord there. Plus, we hang out on Facebook, social media, all the other places you can find somebody is usually where you'll find me. We got the baby, and she's in her skeleton outfit. How you doing, baby? You need anything? What's going on?
Nothing.
We're live on the stream. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. It's Ninjelly. It's Ninjelly hanging out with us on the stream, right?
On Jinx.
Jinx, done Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to share this to Facebook and all other places that we usually go. One more second, we will be done. All right, so we got the stream up there and we are live. Now, I was showing you guys the 7. Thank you so much for hanging out if you hung out through that. Let's go ahead and see if any other members of the 7 that I have here. I feel like I have more of them. I don't know why I'm having difficulties seeing where they are. Zoe,
I have Harley Quinn.
You have Harley Quinn, yeah. That's another cool character in Fortnite. I'm trying to look for people from the 7. I don't think I unlocked any other ones. Maybe I skipped a season. But anyway, they all have that armor, and I know I'm missing one. I think the character looks a certain kind of way, and then she puts on her armor. The one I have in mind that I think I unlocked, I can't find her here. Oh, the Imagined. I guess that's her name. Let's go look at her styles. Yeah, so she has that's the other one I think about. So she has different color schemes and stuff too, you see here. But that's pretty much their whole thing and how they look. I have one of my favorite characters is, I think, the first member of the 7. I think he's called the Origin. I don't know if the Origin has he does. I forgot the Origin has a style. So you see, they all have this armor that they all work with. Hold on 1 second. Hey, baby, we talked about this. We're not doing this week, right? So you're supposed to be doing something, aren't you? You're not reading. You're supposed to be reading, right?
I'm already reading. Okay,
well, you can't be down here shaking marbles behind the stream, because that's not going to sound good for the audio, and we discussed this already. So, last week, when we did Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ninjelly was being very active during the stream, to say the least. But she said she wasn't going to do that this week, right, baby? Yeah, you're not that little baby. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so we're rocking Iron Man. I think for Iron Man, the best glider is the Goblin glider. Hear me out. So he's too big of a suit to surf or hang glide or any of the things you see in Fortnite. I actually feel like no glider really works on him. That makes sense because he's too big. He should just fall to the earth because he's that big. However, the Goblin glider, he can stand on it with both his feet underneath of him, which he would need to because he's so big. All the other gliders, except for maybe the Wu-Tang glider, now that I think about it, and he's, a Ghostface Killer, does like Iron Man, so that kind of maybe would work. And so an honorable mention is the Wu-Tang glider, because he's going to sit with both his feet straight out. Every other glider, the characters surf. So I don't really like that, seeing a big character like this surfing doesn't make it look cool. It doesn't make any sense. So real quick, we're going to go through here and see what else we have before we hop into this creative map here. Now, the best one I've seen so far is there's official, like, so they partner with someone to make this Rocket League Octane tutorial. This is the best way I could showcase this. We're going to hop right into that one. I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to go ahead and get something to drink. We're going to pause the stream right here real quick. Can you hear everyone else in the headset? Can you hear me? You hear me, Goated Steven? I think you can. Is this the map? This is not the map I was looking for. You know what? We'll do this real fast. So this is a pretty cool map. What is this called so you guys can see it if you want to check it out? Infected Tag Rooftop Runners. Can I see the map code anywhere? This is a cool map where basically you play as an infected character and you run around. Nah, let's go this way. You run around the map, you try to kill the other team and convert them all to you. So I think right now, am I the only person who's red? Because that means I'm the person that's surviving. And everyone's going to try to come kill me. I might need to pay attention and know that. Now, I have the Hulkbuster hands on this suit because I don't think the Hulkbuster hands look good on any suit, even though I love Hulkbuster. So when this suit came out, I thought, obviously, the Hulkbuster hands will look good on this suit. They kind of make the arms look a bit too long and a little doofy, but I feel like it doesn't really matter because he's still, when he's swinging, it makes sense that he's got giant Hulkbuster hands. Any other pickaxe is going to use, a pickaxe or some other kind of gimmick where, like, a hand. They did put Wolverine's claws in as a pickaxe. I'll show you guys that on, like, another character, and I'll pick Wolverine. That's an amazing, amazing pickaxe. Being able to give anybody an adamantium claw skeleton, that's super fun. But for Hulkbuster, I mean, I guess it would allow him to punch and use pretty much his hands, except for the claws coming out of it. So I think you want the Hulkbuster looking outfit, even though this isn't Hulkbuster, this is Iron Man 0 Point. It's the biggest, bulkiest, I think, Iron Man costume you could get. Short of them actually officially doing a Hulkbuster outfit, which I don't know if they would do that at this point. But, yeah, in this map here, typically people are going to chase you around, but it seems to be kind of dead in here. No one's doing anything. So let's go ahead and hop off of this map here. I don't know how we ended up in this anyway, because I was trying to show you guys the Fortnite car, right? But Infected Tag Rooftop Runners can be a very fun game to play. It's like a zombie mode where everyone's attacking the other person, and then, you're going to go ahead and see if you can infect everybody. It's a casual kind of game to play. All right, we see it here. Rocket League's Octane, that's there, right? I'm going to hit triangle for play. We're going to hop into that. We're going to do that next. Check out everybody on Discord, see what they're doing. Or samurai.com/nothing. I don't know why I said / because it's not a /. It's just on the top banner. You can just hop in with the Discord icon at the top. If you're on mobile, there's like 3 little lines, like a little, they call that like a little sandwich. You can click on that and then get into the Discord icon that way. But yeah, here we go. We're in the game. This is the Rocket League map that I'm talking to you guys about. Alright, so Octane, this is the name of this version of this car. I guess it's the first Rocket League car. There are other cars in Rocket League. However, this car is amazing. It can jump, it can turbo boost. We're going to show you all those different things. But when you come into this map was designed by someone. You can see the creator code at the top right there. Let me put that on like the bush, darker color there. So maybe right there in the black shadow. You can see that creator code. It's featured right now in Fortnite, so if you go in there, you'll just find it. You get XP in this map while you're practicing, so if you're really obsessed about your battle pass for some reason, you still get XP while you're in here playing. It does also click the daily challenge for using like 20,000 XP inside creative. You'll get XP for that. We can fly through 10 rings, get 10 million points, play for 10 minutes, or finish the tutorial. Those are all things that also give us extra bonus XP. It's showing you the Octane controller. So the controller, I know how to play Rocket League, but if you guys never played it, you come in here and see that this is how basically the car works. It explains everything, I think, really well. Almost better than the tutorial inside of Rocket League itself. But there is one or two controls that are different in this one, and I'm going to go try to show you that right now, right? So if you know Rocket League, that would be for you. For all intents and purposes, this is exactly how Rocket League looks when you play it, right? If I hop back out, I'm back into Fortnite, and I'm instantly hopping back into this car. I'm now instantly in Rocket League. These are two different video games. This is what I mean, where since both of these games are built in Unreal, these engines can be forged, right? Let me turn off the radio. So that means any game made with Unreal, and I believe it's over 50% of the games coming out now are made with Unreal. In theory, if they partnered with Fortnite, you could get a lot of those mechanics into Fortnite. So when you're playing Fortnite, people talking about Fortnite, and they're saying, oh, I don't like Fortnite because of this. I'm always talking about that in the future. These things can change. They can add more features, and that's what we're seeing now. I've been saying this for a long time on the podcast. This is where you guys can hang out, check out that podcast with Samurai every Thursday. I'm always giving you guys the up-to-date stuff, and it's all, when history is done, you'll see that I've been telling you guys for years now that Fortnite creative, whether you like Fortnite or not, that is going to be where everyone is going to be in the future. There's no stopping it at this point. There is no company that can rival or come up with what they have going on. They've laid a foundation that will not be easily duplicated. It's like saying, hey, what's going to be a better search engine than Google in the future? It's never going to happen. You're not going to have another company that does search better than Google. You're not going to have a company that does online shopping better than Amazon. Unfortunately, for some people, if you don't like it, I think it's great. You're not going to have a company in the future that does games better than Epic Games. You might have interesting games that come out and stuff, and that's all cool. Well, but a lot of kids are going to start making games in the Unreal Engine, basically making games in Fortnite, and that's where a lot of new innovative games are going to come from, the Unreal Engine, and some of them directly from inside of Fortnite itself, which is great for you because it's free, and all your other kind of content you have is going to be in there. And people always worry about monopolies. Let me tell you something. When you have companies out here making awesome stuff like this is the kind of a monopoly you would want, in the sense where you want to see all of mankind's resources pooled into one place so we can do amazing things, and that's what we got going on here. This plays just like Rocket League, what I'm telling you, right? The controls are pretty much the same. Here are a few differences. So if you go on the wall in Rocket League and you park and let go, there's active gravity in Rocket League that'll make you fall. I don't know if that's an option you can turn on for the cars in this game, but in this game they stick to the wall. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily, but it's a difference. So I'm telling you that, hey, it works exactly the same. Gravity with the characters inside Fortnite don't work the same as the cars. So perhaps they have that turned on, or they're going to add it later in the future. That's the one feature that's not the same. However, when you jump with your car, this gravity is the same as Rocket League. These are the same exact ways the car moves through the world. And the only difference is, because I believe the button is different to get out the car. You can hold square to get out your car in this game. You cannot get out your car inside Rocket League because there's no reason to. In this game, if you hold L2 in the air, use that your left stick then comes to you back, like moving your car, right? So normally if I jump, my car moves left and right. If I hold left stick, or left trigger, I can rotate my car in all these different directions. Now this has a gameplay effect where if you're jumping and you're angling your car to hit the ball and you need to roll and change how you're bursting, that's what that's for. I believe that's an extra button. I could be wrong. I haven't played Rocket League in a few months, so maybe that's how it always worked in Rocket League. But I feel by default in Rocket League, once you hit the air, you can spin around crazy. And this also might be a thing that you can change in the creative controls. This just came out 2 or 3 days ago, and you can see people are just in here driving around. I can sit here all stream and just drive around and have endless fun. And the most amazing thing is, this is not what happens in Rocket League. In Rocket League, you're playing a game. There isn't a creative mode where you have these open maps where anything's happening. But you're going to see in this Fortnite iteration that you're going to have for the first time, you're going to have first-time situations where there are going to be people who are going to incorporate third-person shooting mechanics into this game. So a way that you can get out the car and then shoot and have like fights and stuff. This is another glitch I see right now. This has been reported. I saw on the Fortnite creative forums on their Discord. But when you're on a curved piece that's like put together, basically, the camera does this janky like reset option thing. So you don't see that really anywhere else, but I see that up here. You also have a camera reset button. It doesn't help there, but like if I turn the camera here R1, it puts it behind you. So when you're playing an actual game of Rocket League, which they have in here, that's not fully fleshed out yet. I'm gonna show you that in a second too. So you have full disclosure, and you see all the things going on. This only came live a few days ago. This map, I guess, they must have made it before launching live, so they must have let a creator work on this beforehand. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this gives you kind of an idea how this all looks. And it's just mindless fun. But I'm gonna hop into you and show you some other modes that we have here with this car. Now this is, again, people haven't had a chance to do this. I haven't even gone into creative and put the car down yet. I did see my daughter put the car down in creative, and I think there were some issues she was experiencing with it. But this is another person who made it. The creator is GKK. Rocket League Gold 3 versus 3. This is the first person trying to be first, right? So is it the best Rocket League simulation game? No. But it does 99% of the stuff, I think. I say 90% of the stuff that you would want from that kind of a thing. Always drinking that Monster, right? Somebody called Monster. I tell them about Samurai. I tell them I want a deal. I want to work with them. All right. So now when you're looking at this almost looks exactly like Rocket League. Some key differences. The pads that you can speed burst over in Rocket League sometimes offer you a bit of an advantage, so you can actually like jump off of them. The pads in here are flat. Now again, the person trying to be first, I can see someone taking some simple objects and making the pads actually be the same size and shape as Rocket League. They haven't done that yet. Number two, you might notice, although the card, everybody's playing around looking the same, matchmaking's not the same. So people who are playing right now, I think sometimes they come into the game and they don't move their car. I think they might be doing that to get like Fortnite creative XP, where they're just hanging out in the game, and that sucks. So they're going to have to come up with a better matchmaking system, or playing with your friends, stuff like that. It's just a game of 6. You can even do like 2-on-2, but that's another thing you had to deal with it. I'm not driving right now. We're spectating because I just joined a game in progress. The ball, you notice, if you hit it, the ball seems to respond the same, but if you're watching it, the frame rate on the ball seems to be a little laggy. So I'm sure there's like better servers dedicated to Rocket League, but in here you can see that the ball, when you see it actually animated, it's not moving smoothly, it's not making all the same sound effects and stuff. So Rocket League is not in danger. You can still go play Rocket League. And this, I think, isn't the best example of how to use the ball and use the card. This obviously is the person thinking, oh, I'll recreate the game Rocket League. That's simple. So you could do this if you wanted to, but of course, play Rocket League, support that game. I mean, I'm sure they're getting supported anyway because Epic owns them now, so it's all the same. But you can see like the net's different. The net doesn't have that circular shape. In Rocket League, if you hit that circle and come back out. But this person who's creating this may not know how to get those smooth shapes. There's definitely creators who are going to come in here and make that smooth circle. I don't know if the camera's going to behave the same in there. But yeah, these are all things that can be tweaked and worked out. This is day 3, reminds you, of this being out. I'm surprised this person even made this level in 3 days. So big shout out to the creator, GKK on here. Support that creator. You see the creator code at the top. I can't angle the creator code or whatever to angle it down. You can probably find this in the featured maps on Fortnite. Let's see if I can get into this game here now. I think they're going to let me in. So a lot of times that when I tried this map, the people aren't really playing serious. They're not really Rocket League players. So if you really want that competitive game, you always go back to Rocket League. It's a really small install. But this is against just showing you this never happened in video games. You've never seen a situation where you have people fusing games together. And it's the idea that you're going to have other creators making games in Unreal, and then those possible things being fused into Fortnite creative or Fortnite in general, overall. You're going to have an engine eventually that can do pretty much anything. And that's amazing, right? So we're going to hop out of here because this game isn't working right. I'm going to go and do a private game. So if I do a private game and I invited my friends, we wouldn't have that issue. So same thing. Go to creative. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Rocket League, Octane, template. So this is them using the default template, just trying to get a map on here. They already got published. Let's go and find 3-on-3. So I'm going to switch to a private game so we can hop in. I can just drive around and show you guys how the ball works. Now, you can do all this stuff in creative. When my daughter was playing in creative, she put the car down. It looked like you couldn't bind the buttons unless you're playing on a keyboard. That's another technical issue they'll work out. Like I said, they had that problem with the UFO once, and they'll fix that. I do love that loading screen. I love seeing the Marvel characters with the Fortnite characters. I think that does help build the Fortnite brand, show you off those other characters there. Here you have GKK. You find a new lobby. It's the Fortnite card, or the Rocket League card here. And like, this is great. For them to make this like waiting area and get all this stuff going in just 3 days' notice. Again, I know I'm saying there that the game isn't perfect, because I have to be honest about it. It's not perfect yet, the creative map. But I definitely could see in a week's time, maybe a month or whatever, this person's probably going to make a much, much better version of this. And if not, there's always someone else out there that will. They'll see what they're doing. They'll incorporate. And that's why I talk about that monopoly. That's a good thing. When you have humans working against humans to make the very best thing, then us as consumers get to have the very best thing. And that's what life should be about. It's that search for more. I always talk about it in my books, or I talk about it on the podcast. It's humans trying to push themselves further. And Unreal provides an engine that everyone can play with, everyone can learn from. The company is very responsive into improving that engine, making the tool something that people can use better. It's something I'm teaching my kids to use. I want them to be using this the way in their future, if they want to express themselves or make something, they can use the Unreal Engine. You can use it for video production. You can use it for architectural layouts. You can use it for making, obviously, video games and experiences. I've seen some interesting maps that don't try to be video games. They try to be like a theme park. They try to be a hangout place where you play with people. And I'm going to show these things off every week on the stream. I was thinking about doing like all kinds of random video games. But for now, I think there's so many experiences of Fortnite Creative. We could just stream and talk about just the experiences you have here. So you can see the map code up there. You put that on a good dark background if you guys are interested. There's a few places right there, right? But I want to throw that up there so you guys can see. You can pause it or screenshot or whatever. If for some reason this isn't in your like Fortnite, recommended place. Now, I don't think it'll matter, but I'll go ahead and pick Orange Team. Normally, the other person would go into the other thing, and you'd have some friends playing with you. But I really would like to have some uninterrupted time with this map, just to show you how the ball works. All right, so we got a 5-minute round going here. So this picks up your speed boost, right? You can boost. See, that curve is not as smooth as it is in Rocket League, right? But the boost is there. Are they going to say the game's over and I won? Oh, that's annoying. I was hoping that would not happen. All right. And for some reason today, it looks like it's really dark in my camera. Why is that going on? Well, I guess because the weather is changing. I mean, I'm a little under the weather myself, but like the weather is changing, and maybe it's getting darker in here. But I might need a light now to do my stream because I'm kind of shadowy looking. That's not what I was used to having. But let's see if we can improvise here. A little lighting 101 for you guys. Oh, look at that. I'm using my cell phone there. Look at that. Instantly fixed. No. Good, that's a bounce light maybe. Let's go off the wall. Kick it off the wall a little bit there. No, not enough bounce light coming off of that. Ooh, oh, sorry, right in the camera. Go like down here. I'll give you something. A little more dynamic things there. It's not the best light I could find, but, we'll work with that. We're going to go back to, not the lobby, I'm going to end this game. Let's go back to the HUD. I think it's going to keep putting me into this. I got to change that. But yeah, I hope you guys checked out that podcast, Samurai, this week. We're talking about Black Panther. We're talking about the movie Bullet Train. That'll be out tomorrow. So in real time, it's Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But tomorrow, Thursday, around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we drop the podcast. I want to go back. I'm back in the hub. I want to go back to creative now. I don't have faith. All right, there you go. All right, that worked out good. I was like, why? I felt like it wasn't letting me out. All right, so let's see here. So again, it's in the game. This map is great, but this map here is a little rough, and I haven't seen. Let's go through trending. Rocket League Octane template. That probably just is. I wanted to play with the ball to show you because the ball isn't working really well. So maybe that's why no one's making maps with it yet. And the other person just has a map with it, but the ball isn't ideal yet. I'm just going to go ahead. If you ever experienced Netflix or pretty much any streaming service, this is at the layout now for Fortnite Creative. These are all games and experiences you can play. If I show you just ones that I know, let's go to my recently played. So, Infected Tag, you got to see a little bit of that. This is the actual Fortnite stream. Multiverse Car Race, I saved this for later. I didn't get to pick this. This is like playing Mario Brothers. It doesn't work that great, but you can see what they're doing, and someone needs to improve upon this. This is a game from overseas somebody made. And it's the concept of like you're on one side of a TV watching them. Why tell you? Why tell you when I could just show you, right? Yeah, I'll go in and do a public game first, and you'll see them play it. And this is let's talk about the interesting experiences. This is not a game that you would want to play all in all, but you come in here for free, and you might see like maybe I would say like 15, 20-minute experience where you're like, this is so weird. It's a weird way to interact with digital media, basically, through Fortnite. And this is all side content. I could obviously be playing regular Fortnite. I could be playing competitive. Competitive Arena is out right now. I go in to save the world. Fortnitemares is coming back, and I think I miss it every year. The first year I started playing Fortnite, I came at the end of Fortnitemares, so I couldn't participate in the Save the World event. This might be the first year I can actually pay attention and try to do all the dungeons and stuff they have in there. We'll take a peek at that. That's not live yet. We'll definitely stream some Fortnitemares when that comes out, because I never got to do it. Even though I've been in Save the World for over 2 years, I missed it both times. So I'm hoping to get into there and see what they do this season with their Fortnite, or this year with their Fortnitemares event. It should be super cool. Love that monster, right? Love that monster. We got the Coke Zero over here, just a palate cleanse, right? And this game doesn't seem to be loading. Now, this game, I want to show you guys. It's a weird experience in this game, but I don't feel like it's going to load for us. Oh, I was sitting here talking. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Gotta be a little patient. Everyone, I think, is in Fortnite right now because of the Rocket League update. So much stuff is dropping into Fortnite right now. So I have seen that they did have there were downtime for like the first time in a long time. 2 days ago when they did the new update. So it's just probably a lot of new stuff. But I love it because Fortnite is a game where as you invest money into it, you see over the years, it constantly improves. It's so different than when I first started playing it. It's different than when my son started playing it. It's a game where you see these companies do microtransactions and they do all this stuff to make money, but you don't see the game really giving you that live service thing it's supposed to do, right? If I spend $10 on a game every month because I want to, because I want to buy a cosmetic, I want to see the company then improve the game, and the game should be doing better and better and having more stuff. And that's why I dedicate time to Fortnite, because Fortnite, I think, shows all that stuff, and they've proven that they can have other great experiences. Like their Martin Luther King Day experience, I love that experience. That was the first time my daughter really got to learn in depth about Martin Luther King. They had real pictures in there, audio clips and video clips of real things that happened. I got to use Fortnite as a tool to teach my daughter about Martin Luther King. That was amazing to even me. To be at the lake, the Reflection Lake or the Timeless Lake. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called. But to be at that lake, be down in DC in this virtual environment with my daughter, and at the snap of a finger, right, just being there, and get to hear the "I Have a Dream" speech. That is such a cool thing. I never would have thought that that's what Fortnite's going to be about. And that's why I'm constantly telling adults. Adults are the hardest heads when it comes to this. You do not understand what Fortnite can do. You think it's just this one game. I almost feel like in one way, if they change the name to call it something else, like the Epic Verse, people might come try it out, and they'd be like, oh, it has like Fortnite stuff in it, but like all this other stuff you can do. Fortnite has outgrown whatever it was you used to think that it had in it. And this loading is driving me insane. I do not want to have to close my app because I can't get into this guy's game. This is frustrating. Let's just hang out, I guess, and wait, right? We check on the stream, make sure everything's going good. Let's see what's going on in Discord. Deadpool 3, I don't know if we talked about this last week or not, but Deadpool 3 had an amazing announcement. I hope you guys are checking out Ryan Reynolds. Follow Ryan Reynolds on Twitter. He has a really good Twitter. I set up my notifications to get his notifications because I think when he tweets stuff, he makes good content. His company makes good content for Twitter. Let me go in here real quick. This week, you guys can check that out. Everything looking good. Wednesday, 6 p.m. All right. Oh, this game is going to stick me, man. I do not want to close the app. Can I close my app without ending my stream? Now this is the question. I guess we should figure it out this week and see if this was going to happen. I think we had someone just join, so I don't want to close the game and end the stream. I'm stuck on this loading screen right now, and I'm hoping this game is going to connect, but I feel like I have to force close the app. And I don't want to have to do that because I think it might end the stream. So, I don't want to have you stuck here looking at nothing. So let's see if I can somehow pause the stream, close the app. Can I just stream the PlayStation console? I don't think it's going to work.